Alaina, up next. What are peer services and who do they benefit?
So peer services in general are services offered by people with lived experience, whether that's with substance use disorder, mental illness. We have youth peer support, family peer support, recovery coaches, regular peer support. And so it could benefit pretty much anyone in the community for a number of reasons. Having a connection with someone who has that lived experience seems to create more of a sense of unity between the participant and the peer support specialist. Sure. Oh, and yes, sorry. It can benefit medical, behavioral health systems, even primary care doctors, a lot of different spaces, multidisciplinary teams, treatment centers, just having that voice there.
Thank you. How can things like the peer support line, which I believe we had over 26,000, in the answer, 26,000 phone calls to the peer support line just last year alone, help to overcome the stigma surrounding substance misuse disorder?
So our peer support line operates 24/7, 365 days a year. The staff on that line are extremely, extremely committed to their role, morning, noon, and night, and they make themselves available on the line to people who are experiencing any sort of difficulty. They interact with people on a very regular basis that are confined to their homes and struggling and don't have connection in the community, and so they provide that sense of connection. Another way is employing. So the staff that we employ are all identify as people with lived experience. So employing people with lived experience is also smashing that stigma. The line in general just creates a judgment-free kind of space for people to talk about what their truth is. And I think that that's extremely important.
And last question, what does compassion look like to you in the recovery journey?
So it would be weird to answer this without putting your recovery journey there. That was difficult when I was trying to answer this. Like Tess had said, treating the whole person and not dehumanizing, my personal lived experience. I was in many, many different spaces where I didn't have a voice, where, people wouldn't look me in the eye. They pretended to not see me, if we avoid this person, then maybe they'll go away. So that kind of thing. And having access, like Joey said, access to resources. I mean, things as simple as housing, treatment, food. Those are basic human needs. And as a person who has experienced times where I did not have access to those things, I do know that created difficulty in my recovery journey in accessing the help that I needed. And I think it's very important, no person's path to recovery is the same. So recovery coaching in general, giving people the autonomy to choose what path works best for them. That makes a lot of sense to me because it is not a one-size-fits-all kind of thing. But I do remember those few people who treated me with dignity and respect when I, and I remember them often. It isn't just I remember them right now, on a consistent basis. And today in my life, I'm able to say thank you for that, for those people who showed up and treated me like a person. So thank you.